500 million Africans have to travel before they can see a medical doctor, and many of them would die before they even get to see the doctor, including my own father, whom I lost a heart attack while we're transporting him to where there's a cardiologist. He died on the way. It was a very devastating blow because I felt like if we had access to a medical doctor's maybe phone number, he would have told us a few things to do while we were traveling with him. But now, not every African will have the privilege in the number of a medical doctor. This made me rethink how we can bridge the gap of access by trying to get doctors on a platform where every African with the Waspito app immediately has access to the thousands of doctors who are present on the app.
Hi, I'm Jean Lobe Lobe, founder and CEO of Waspito.
Waspito is the platform that connects patients to doctors, labs, and pharmacies, to put in simple terms. And also a health social network where you can go and engage with doctors. You could call it something like a Facebook for healthcare. Doctors will post articles around preventive care, and then users can interact with those posts by either liking, sharing in the app, asking questions in the comment section, get answers from doctors. So that's really what it is. We have a lot of content by doctors which is posted on the platform. We also have groups, very interactive groups, where the difference between that and maybe your Facebook could be that each time you join a group on Facebook, Facebook will tell your friends that, hey, Jean is part of this group. But on Waspito, you are anonymous. So everyone can join any group. Nobody knows who's talking. Only the doctors are verified. So there's that social interaction between users and themselves or other users, and then between users and doctors as well. In sub-Saharan Africa, most people, by the time you're looking for a doctor, it's already very serious. Unfortunately, we treat our bodies like we do our cars. It's the day when you try to start it and it doesn't start, you're looking for the mechanic. So we are not very proactive with how we manage health. So that's something we've realized, and looking at other solutions where you book appointment to talk to a doctor later is not really part of our culture, because most of the times when we're looking for the doctor, we need to see the doctor the same day. We'd rather go line up, stay hours, but we're seeing the doctor that day. In African communities today, it's due to the fact that the rate at which our population is growing is not proportionate to the rate at which we're training new doctors. So the problem we already have today, one doctor having to serve over 10,000 people, will get even worse down the line. So it's very urgent for us to start using alternative solutions like this to ease access to medical doctors. I'm a trained accountant, certified accounting technician with the ACCA. So post that was HR management roles for Central and West Africa with British American Tobacco, covering about 16 countries. What I did for about 5 years before my dad passed. Then I decided to resign and teach myself how to code the next 2 years, and then set up Waspito in 2020. The first few months after I quit my job, one of the most difficult months of my life. Number one was I had a bank loan, and quitting my job, I had a conversation with the bank. They said, okay, they'll give me time to do a repayment plan. But after that, after I'd quit, and then I went for that conversation to arrange for that restructuring of the payment plan, the bank said they couldn't because I don't have any other job. So they had to take away all the money in terms of my severance package. So I was down, broke. Very difficult, with the difficult decision, which I had to discuss with my wife. We had a long discussion before we even agreed that I was going to quit, and then this. So very tough moment. However, when I set my mind to doing something, I always understand that there's always a way around it. And me having some other skills like DJing skills and knowing that I'm a salesperson by at heart, I started pushing my DJ work, doing music production for people, to be able to make ends meet, for us to be able to pay our bills at home. And also, I set up an online shop selling Jordans, which was something I saw was a gap. Jordan shoes to Cameroonians and Gabonese. So those were my first, let's say 2-3 months after I resigned. Reflecting on what my friends and family Their reaction when I told them I was about to quit my job to go on this adventure, starting with my family, it's a tough conversation. With my wife, the job was beautiful. My mom, she had done all the Thanksgiving in church. Everybody's saying, "Oh, your son is a big man. He's traveling around the world for this job." We're very comfortable. We had built our house, had comfortable life. So it was tough explaining to them that there's a greater good in what I'm trying to do next. But thankfully, they were supportive at the end of the day. Family was there and said, "Hey, we believe in you. You've done several things before. You've made decisions to do things that are risky, things that are audacious, and you succeeded before. We believe you can do this." And they all got behind me. The first milestone Waspito had internally was for us to be able to get 100 doctors to sign up. We felt like the platform, at the center of the platform, was availability of doctors. So if doctors don't buy into the product, then we failed. So we set that milestone, 100 doctors. Thankfully, within the first 6 weeks of our launch, of our go live, we hit that milestone. And it was thankful to an unfortunate situation. COVID hit about a month after we launched. More people, many more doctors saw the need to be able to provide access to their patients. So Waspito was their solution at the time. So within 6 weeks of go live, we hit our 100 doctors milestone. Okay, once we hit the milestone with doctors traction, that moment shaped our next steps in terms of making sure we have a platform that can accommodate a lot more doctors and several simultaneous consultations. We felt like making sure that this is really a space where the doctor can say, "This is my virtual office." So the quick adoption of doctors made us see that this is a doctor's platform first, and then patients will come. We try to make sure we test for 10x in terms of activities on the platform so that we can be able to withstand volume or a shock in volume, which is as a result of us scaling. So that's basically how we try to handle quality in times of scaling up. Speaking of traction or growth that I'm most proud of today will be when we hit EBITDA positive a few weeks back, because we knew the mindset of startup was sacrificing profitability for growth, but we also got to see that the market, especially in the VC space, startups that are profitable are getting more attractive to the VCs, and we're happy to see that we got EBITDA positive a few weeks ago. The sense of pride in the team it went over the roof, because we've had that impression that Cameroon is a frontier market. Francophone Africa, we hardly raise money. The fact that we could start and go up to the point where we had over $2.7 million on the table of people, VCs interested in the project that we're building, it was really a sense of pride and affirmation that what we are trying to do has value in the eyes of investors, in the eyes of the general public. So that the feeling was really great. With regards to skepticism, I think we've faced it several times. The main one that comes to mind is adoption by insurance companies. In the early days, many of them were still like, I'm not sure this will work, but in terms of how we handled it was we continued pushing. We got the word out. Many of the users started trying to, we put the insurance space on the platform, prompting users to put in their insurance number. Then we collected this data, sent to the insurance company saying, look at the number of your users who are trying to, pay with their insurance number, and they can't because we don't have a partnership. So that pushed them to say, hey, our people need this, and then so we can try. And that's how we made it past that hurdle. For operational bottlenecks, the main one is legislation. We had a major challenge in Côte d'Ivoire in the early days. We were not aware that there was a law requiring us to get a deal or an agreement an authorization from the government for us to operate. We got to find out after we had some deals with some insurance companies there, and then while we're trying to put our documentations together, that law came up, and then it took us about another 6 to 7 months for us to be able to get that agreement. Thankfully, it ended with a deal that made us the digital health partner for the government of Côte d'Ivoire. If Waspito scaled to every country in Africa, Africa would be more healthy and ready for the opportunities that lie ahead. As you would know, in the coming years, by 2050, about 25% of the world's working human resource will be based in Africa. So we need to be in good health, good shape to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, because the rest of the world will depend on us for workforce. So Waspito will be a key driver of that through our preventive care drive and smoother access to doctors. I think young entrepreneurs, to me, the energy as a young person can help do a lot of things in terms of problem solving. And we have quite a lot in Africa. I think we have lots of tools today. We are far away from the first, second industrial revolutions. Today, fourth, some people will say we're in the fifth industrial revolution. There's more access to technology. And the fact that the young entrepreneurs are mostly tech savvy, this means they have all the tools within their hands to be able to, find solutions to problems. So we need to go head on, use all the tools, the technologies available today, which are very accessible, to enable us solve problems that are in front of us. I think that approach will help us simplify how we execute the solving of these problems. One of the key lessons I've learned is get the right team quick enough. Make sure you surround yourself with people who can get things done even if you're not there. Because it takes away time spent on doing some minor tasks to you focusing on the vision and trying to share that vision with the team so they can be able to execute towards the direction of achieving that objective. So I would summarize by saying get the right team around you as quickly as possible. My main inspiration is looking at the previous cohorts and how the program has changed the trajectory of their startups after they participated in the program. I think it's very inspiring to see that there is the Jack Ma Foundation is doing a great job in trying to showcase the great solutions that young Africans are putting into solving problems on the continent. So I felt like this is the kind of program that we are supposed to be able to try and be a part of, learn as much as we can, connect with all these great founders that are put together, and see how we can make a better solution for our users, for our communities. I'm super excited because you're talking about top 20 from over 30,000 applicants. I mean, it's special to be selected amongst so many people. I think every one of these 30,000 applicants are already winners. Just understanding the fact that this is a good program to try and be a part of is that you're already winning. But I must say, it feels good to go through all the stages and be amongst the final 20. Congrats, by the way, to all the other top 20 participants.